There is, of course, a lot to be discussed tonight. Joining us here in studio in just a moment is going to be our 7 editorial director, Chuck Stokes. He's one of the moderators of tonight's debate. And of course, we've been hearing a lot of different head-to-heads with these candidates. Chuck, welcome. Welcome.
Hello there,
Thanks for being with us.
It's good being here.
Of course, we want to talk tonight about what are the rules of tonight's debate.
Well, it's easy. The rules are each candidate will have an opening and closing statement, 90 seconds long, both ends, and then in between that time, when a question is asked, they will have 60 seconds to answer the question, and then they will have 30-second rebuttals. And then we move on to the next question, because the goal is to try to cover as many topics as possible and not get bogged down on any one topic for terribly long.
Okay, now this is the second time Slotkin and Rogers are sharing a debate stage. Is there still time to sway voters?
You know, when you're in politics and you're campaigning as hard as they have campaigned, crisscrossing this state, you want to believe that until those polls close, you have a chance to sway voters, particularly the undecided voters, people in the middle who are not to the far right, not to the far left. They haven't made up their mind yet, and they're looking for this last opportunity to see these candidates side by side so that they can make an educated vote when they look down at their ballot.
Purple Michigan, of course.
Purple Michigan.
Now this race, of course, is drawing a lot of national attention. Can we talk a little bit about the balance of power in Washington?
Absolutely. You know, right now on the Senate side, Democrats are in control. They want to keep that control, but it's a razor-thin margin. And depending on what happens in Michigan and some of the other key states, especially some of these swing or purple states, as you say, the balance could easily flip the other way. In Washington, regardless of who's in the White House, that individual, Democrat or Republican, has to deal with Congress, the House and the Senate. And what they would like is to have the party that they are a member of be in control of everything. It makes it a little easier. But as you just said, we're a pretty partisan country, and people have shown that they like a certain balance of power.
Okay. Right. Chuck, we really appreciate you being with us. We look forward to what's going to happen in just under 2 hours from now.
All right, we're ready to go.
Thanks for being with us.
All right, thank you so much.
And of course, Channel 7's debate between Michigan U.S. Senate candidates is at 7 tonight. It'll be moderated by the man himself, Chuck Stokes, along with 7 News Detroit anchors Carolyn Clifford and Elissa Smith.
You can watch the hour-long commercial-free debate right here on Channel 7 and, of course, stream it live on our website, WXYZ.com.